The ongoing internet shutdown in Cameroon. It's a story that we continue to cover here on the News Grid. And Leah Harding has the latest on that. You've been following that story quite closely.
Right, Doreen. Well, it's now been 30 days since the government of Cameroon shut down the internet in English-speaking regions of the country. Here's a map here for you. This is in response to ongoing protests where English speakers in the country say that they feel marginalized. People are traveling to the French-speaking regions to connect to the internet and drive the conversation online using the hashtag #BringBackOurInternet. Some are even calling themselves internet refugees, like this man that we've been talking to earlier. He asked us to conceal his identity for his safety. Take a listen.
I am now what we now call in the English-speaking regions of the country an internet migrant. I left my hometown of Bamenda to seek refuge and get internet access because my studies depend solely on internet access. I missed my January exams because on the day the internet blackout occurred, I was due to write exams on that same day, and now I'm due to pay a huge sum of money in order to catch up.
Cameroon has two official languages, French and English, but English speakers say they're not equally represented in society. Anglophone teachers, lawyers, and students have been on strike since early December, with some urging for peaceful protests to call for the establishment of a two-state federation. Many Cameroonians believe the internet outage is an intentional move to block protesters in the Anglophone areas. The UN has condemned the government, saying the block is an appalling violation of freedom of expression and international law. We've received thousands of messages on WhatsApp and Twitter asking for us to revisit this story. However, many of those impacted do not have online access and rely on those in internet regions to tell their stories. But some are making the journey from English-speaking areas to the French regions so that they can have their voices heard in areas that do have internet. Many have told us the journey can be dangerous, and many say they risk arrest or abduction when crossing. Here, have a listen to a few of them.
For example, I was just setting up a web-based business, and we were supposed to launch in December. And due to the crisis, we couldn't launch, and now we don't have internet. So we are virtually grounded. We can't do anything until the internet connectivity is restored. This is so bad for our country, so bad for the youth.
Without the internet services, it has really been bad for me because I have no other way to raise money to help my siblings. I also take courses online, and without this, I can't really study. I have to move to a nearby town with internet to take my courses online. And how am I going to sustain my family? This opportunity has been taken away from me by the government. Bring back our internet.
The minute that the internet was shut down, our office was shut down, and today we are talking is already a month. So we have to be sponsoring our mentees to travel out of the region in order to access the internet. And the traveling out of the region goes with a lot of inconveniences. They can get arrested by the police, it is expensive, and they don't, and there are lots of other inconveniences, like they cannot work as fully as they're supposed to work. And for the past days, this is what has often been happening. When they get there and sign into their inbox, they see a mail that came in like a week before asking them to meet a university requirement for their applications to get, for them to get admission. And then on the same inbox, they may find another letter saying, sorry, your application has been cancelled because you failed to meet up the condition. It's very devastating for us.
This internet block also impacts people outside of Cameroon, people afraid for their families, wondering what is happening to them. Many here, like this person, saying that they can't send money back home. There are reports of violence in the internet blackout regions, though we cannot independently verify this. We will continue to follow this story, but you can join in on the conversation with us with the hashtag AJNewsGrid.